Something in the air, always something in the air. Inexplicable, I can feel it in the air. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Can you feel me?
Good morning everybody, welcome back to our channel. As you just saw, the time is 8:42, I think 8:43. Breakfast finishes here at 9:30 in the morning, so we need to go down to breakfast. We're not taking the camera with us this morning because we're going to have the exactly same as what we had yesterday. If it's any difference, I'll come back and tell you later on, but we're going to go straight now down for breakfast at the Riverside restaurant. so we left this morning in our room about 8:40, went for breakfast. We didn't take the camera with us. It was a schoolboy error because there were actually some new items on the breakfast menu. Everything was exactly the same, like the fruits, the cereal and that, but there was a few changes to the hot food, weren't there?
Waffles.
So whether I did get a little clip on my phone, but the footage is not that great. Jess, we normally film with Jess's phone, don't we? But you left that in the room as well. So where the Dutch pancakes were, they had waffles. So I'll get Jess to put their little clip in now, and I'll tell you what was different.
Oh, is that what those little round things were yesterday? Oh.
So as you can see on this video now, where the Dutch pancakes used to be, that's now where the waffles are. Now where the baked beans were yesterday, they changed that to onions and peppers, and then where the potato croquettes were, there are now potato rosties or hash browns. Now in terms of breakfast, we pretty much had the same thing, didn't we? So we didn't record it. However, I did get an omelette. So a member of staff came over and said, would you like an omelette? So he gave me a list of what I could choose from. I had an omelette which was delicious. I'm sorry I didn't film it, but we will take the camera to breakfast tomorrow just in case there's any new items. Around about 9:20, Alex, the cruise director, came onto the tannoy and said in about 10 minutes we'll be passing the, is it Leroy Rock? Leroy Rock, which is a famous rock. So he goes, go and grab your cameras. So Jessica went to the cabin, got the camera, and we took some shots of Leroy Rock. And we've been sitting on the top deck now for the last hour, would you say?
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. We've been trying to capture all the lovely churches, the mountains, the trains, the castles. Now we are entering, well, we have entered about an hour ago, if that. It's got the most castles, over 40 castles in a stretch of certain amount of distance. I don't know the exact figures, but there's about 40 castles in this stretch of water, which is a world record. Now we are trying to film as much as I can, but I can't film too much because he's going to keep talking through it all.
Und das gehört alles hier zur Verteidigungsanlage und oben natürlich die Burg. So we have here another castle, that's a Stahleck Castle, first mentioned in 1135 and from 1142 owned by the Archbishop.
Yeah, it's stunning.
Cologne.
Like something out of fairy tale.
It was one of the
Stunning.
most important castles here on the Rhine. A lot of emperors and kings and rulers visited it. And 1689, unfortunately, the French came here, Louis XIV, and they blew it up totally with gunpowder, and then it got rebuilt by the Prussians. Yeah, sorry, but it got not rebuilt. It was destroyed twice. The first time in the 30 Years' War in 1632 by the Swedish army, and then 1689 again by Louis XIV, the Sun King of Versailles. So therefore there is a huge wine cellar underground, and that wine cellar is used nowadays by the vintners, which here are from the region, so it's not open to the public.
So as I was trying to say, there's so many churches, so many lovely buildings, so many beautiful houses, hotels, rolling hills. There's just so much scenery, I just can't fit it all in. There's just not enough camera space, there's just not enough battery space or capacity to film everything. So it's stunning, and it doesn't matter what I film, it will never do it justice. It will never do it like the you have to be here to see it yourself, because I don't know how the camera's picking it up, but it just would not do it justice. Believe me, you've got to be here to witness it, haven't you?
I thought Norway was beautiful, but I think this is probably the most beautiful place I've ever been to.
Yes, it's beautiful.
It's like a fairy tale.
It's
unbelievable.
I've never watched all these movies that you were saying. What was it?
Just like Cinderella.
Yeah, I've not watched that, but I can't. So
Bang Bang.
Not watched that, so I can't really say or compare it to them movies. But it's breathtaking. It's not what I expected Germany to be like. And also Alex, the cruise director, how knowledgeable is he? He knows everything about everything. He knows every single castle, who owns it, who demolished it, who destroyed it, who rebuilt it, who owns it. He knows every single detail.
I could be reading from notes,
possibly, but
fantastic.
He is absolutely brilliant. So we're going to sit here now for another maybe 10 minutes because we are burning a little bit.
The weather is gorgeous.
It's roasting at the moment. It's a nice breeze though, so you probably don't feel it as much, but we probably are burning, aren't we?
Yeah, I can't see properly because it's so sunny, but
we need
it's just unbelievable. If you
brilliant.
ever get the chance to go on a river cruise, go.
Yeah.
Cue Alex.
So the current plan is we're going to go back down to the cabin and get washed and changed. So the time is around about 11 o'clock in the morning. Now we woke up a little bit later than planned, so we only had like 45 minutes to go for breakfast, didn't we? So we literally just shoved on our clothes from last night and went down for breakfast. We didn't envisage being up here for this long, so we're going to go back down to the cabin now, get showered and get changed, and maybe head out for lunch, aren't we? That's the plan. We're not going to get into MAINZ till about 3 o'clock today, so we can't really do anything, can we, until we're in MAINZ, and then we can explore. So we'll see you later, folks. So it's about 20 past 1 now. Jessica's just gone down to the Riverside restaurant to get a seat for lunch. When we got back up to the room about 10 past 11, we had a shower, got changed, etc, etc, and then we decided just to stay in the room and chill. So what we did was we just opened the double doors, pulled the seats closer to the balcony, and we just had some Pringles, got a couple of hot chocolates for Jess, I had a couple of teas, and we just sat there and chilled and put the radio station on the TV and just listened to music and just passed the time away, really. We decided not to go back out straight away because, you know, there's not really much else we can do, because all we're going to be doing is sitting in a restaurant or in the lounge doing the same thing. So we thought we might as well sit in private in our own cabin and do the same, so that's what we did. We played a bit of cards as well. Jessica caught up with some emails. I was on Facebook, done a bit of stuff on social media, just done some stuff on social media, and then about 1 o'clock we thought, right, we better go for lunch because it stops at 2. So Jessica went down to the Riverside around about 5 minutes ago. I stayed behind just to shut the double doors, take my tablets, grab the camera, and then I'm going to meet her in a second. We get into MAINZ at about 3 o'clock, so once lunch is finished we'll probably be getting off the ship. We might have to come back to the cabin first to collect my bag, Jessica's handbag, and so on, and then we'll be getting off the ship and looking around MAINZ. We're not there for too long. We get there at 3, and I believe we have to be back on board by 8:30, so we've only got about 5 hours there, so it's going to be a flying visit, to be honest. I'm not sure what was there. We've not done any research as usual, but we like doing that. We like not knowing what's there. We like getting off and just spotting and discovering things there and then. So that's the plan anyway. I'm going to leave now and meet Jessica down in the Riverside restaurant for lunch. Again, if it's clear and it's empty and there's not many people up there, I'll do what I can to film lunch. If not, I'll have to do it another day, but we just have to see how it goes. But we'll next see you in the Riverside Lounge.
You're welcome, enjoy. Hello, madam, please. Do you want fruits? Cream? Fruits. No? No, a little bit more, yeah?
I just went upstairs to the Riverside, no, to the lounge, and filmed up all the gelato and that. So
oh, that's why you're late.
Yeah, that's why I'm late. Oh, what's that?
3 onion soup.
3 onion soup? Oh, thank you. You know me by the. Can I go and record all lunch?
Oh, I'm waiting to get my other dinner.
Oh.
It's late.
I'm going to quickly go and film lunch.
Rude.
Yours.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and
Lovely.
drinks, sir.
Thank you.
You need help?
No, all good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome to MAINZ. MAINZ or MAINZ?
MAINZ? I think it's MAINZ. So just after lunch, Jessica and I went to the lounge, had a cup of tea and watched us pull into MAINZ.
Yeah.
And then we went and got our bags. Well, my bag and your handbag.
Yeah.
Put some stuff in it, and now we've just got off, haven't we? So it's only about 3:15, isn't it? So we've only been in port, what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Roughly.
Yeah, so again, we've got no idea what's here. We've got a map, but it's in German. They've got no English maps, have they?
No.
It's only in German, so I don't know how we're going to get on with that, but should we go and explore?
Cathedral I want to look at.
Yeah, there's a big cathedral and stuff like that, but and again, there's bikes. We could get a bike each.
No.
No? I will do it. I am going to do it this trip though at some point, Jess. Okay, I want to get a bike at some point. But there's 4 bikes left if you're interested. There is bikes available here. But we're just going to go on foot today and explore what MAINZ has to offer. Hi everyone, so as you can see we've made it to MAINZ or MANZ. So we've got a German map from reception.
But it's easy to translate.
But it's pretty easy to translate, especially if you've got Google Translate on your phone. So our first stop is the Dom Cathedral. Now apparently this cathedral is massive and it's got 6 like steeples or spires. So as you know, I'm a big geek when it comes to old buildings, cathedrals and churches. So we're going to start off our day out in MAINZ there. Hopefully we can go inside and show you, and then we'll have a little look around, maybe go to some shops, probably get a cup of tea or a beer because the weather is lovely here today, so we might even get a beer, and then we'll just have a little wander.
We've made it to the main shopping street again.
Yep, that's always a good thing to see, isn't it? We'll find.
Oh,
And we believe that is the cathedral there.
yeah, we're done. Oh wow.
Don't know if we better go in, do you? You think we will?
Apparently it's open to the public.
Oh, is it? Can you tell me what square this is called on your phone in a minute?
Yeah.
Because obviously it's a city square, isn't it? But I don't know much of it. Maybe it's Dom Square? Because there might be a nice little place for a drink later.
Yeah, that would be nice actually.
For a beer or whatever we decide to get. But I just need to, and I want to let everyone know that's watching what this square is.
This is, it just says Dom St Martin.
Maybe Dom St Martin Square?
Find out.
Yeah.
It's not telling me anything on the actual.
Yeah,
It
it's
just
just
says
saying.
MAINZ Cathedral.
Yeah, it's just saying that. Well, we're going to call it Dom St Martin Square. Yeah, that's the new name
The
for
right
it.
name is
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, that's what we're going to call it, Dom St Martin Square.
It's called Hoa Dom. Hoa Dom.
Yeah. Right.
It's like old building.
Yeah. Right. Should we go and see if we can find an entrance then? Yeah. So Jessica is just currently in the Dom Laden Information Centre. I'm assuming it's got all the information you need to know about the cathedral itself, so she just popped in there now to find out if it's open, does it cost, and which entrance do we go in.
This is Marktplatz.
Marktplatz.
If you're ever in Germany and you see a square like this, it's Marktplatz.
So every square in Germany is Marktplatz?
Pretty much marketplace.
Yeah.
Anywhere that there's shops and restaurants and buildings.
Yeah.
Down there is the Gutenberg Museum.
Yep.
But if we go down this road just here, that's the entrance and it's free.
So we can go in, is it open? Get in. Right, let's go and have a little look there. And that was at the Domladen Information Centre, isn't it? And that's got all the information you need to know about the cathedral.
And anything in this near
Yeah.
area.
Right.
She was really helpful.
Do you want to lead the way?
As I said, it's always nice to remember and learn your basic
Yeah.
translations because it helps them understand what you're saying. So words like pretty, big, building, learn different things to say. I always learn a little bit before, at least 10 or 6 phrases, not the usual hello, goodbye, all them, extra phrases, so you can string a little bit of a sentence together, because they might speak English but it might not be. I started rabbiting onto her and she was like, whoa, slow.
And obviously she probably thinks we talk fast as well.
Yes, I talk fast.
Another thing is, every time we're in a new place, we always look for a tourist information centre. So I think after we've done this cathedral, we probably should look for a tourist information centre.
I want to see how much the Gutenberg Museum is as well.
Also, when we got off the ship, is it ship vessel?
Boat.
We saw a bus with the sign wildlife, didn't we?
Yes.
Wildlife park. Now we did Google it, and it's a 40-minute bus ride away, but unfortunately it's something we won't be able to do today, will we?
No, it was a deer park, a national park, but that is another nice place. I'll put the name of that here.
If we had longer, we've only
would have gone there.
because we've only got here at 3 and we've got to be all back on board by 8:30, so it's quite a flying visit, isn't it?
Yes.
So should we go and have a look in the cathedral?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be stunning.
I think this is the only cathedral I've seen on this scale.
Yeah.
It's similar to the size of the one in Florence.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Right, you can lead the way and open the doors. Oh, I just want to film the times and that. Yeah. So I guess that's Monday to Friday, 9 till 6:30. I'm assuming Sam's Stag is Saturday. Is it just, 9 till 6, and then I don't know what the other one is. But
Maybe bank holidays and Sundays.
there's a QR code there if you want to pause the screen and get more information. Thank you. Wow. What do you think?
Breathtaking.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Up there, it just makes me wonder how they build these places.
Oh, right up there. Yeah, if you can give some information, some context of how old this was, and is it a Catholic church? What is it? You know, is it?
Just looking. So this was built in 975.
Yes, Alex, the cruise director, said that. Yeah, 975.
It
Yeah.
was built in 975 to 1009.
And what kind of church is it?
It is a Roman-esque Gothic cathedral.
So what does that mean then? I don't. Yeah.
Don't know, just-
It's
Let's have a look on Wikipedia. You can't go wrong with that. Roman Catholic.
Roman Catholic. Yeah. Your family's Roman Catholic, aren't they?
My sister and I are Roman Catholic.
Your sister and who?
Myself.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about my mum. I think my dad is.
Yeah.
We all went to Roman Catholic schools.
Yeah.
I've done everything other than join the nunnery. I've been baptised, First Forgiveness,
Yeah.
Holy Communion, and I sang in the choir for like 14 years.
Wow. There's just a side room here.
For prayers only.
It says prayers only, but I've popped in there off cam, and it's just I can have a little prayer bit, so I'm going to just go and show you on that as well. I might be able to light a candle or something as well.
Look at the size of that font. Massive.
Yeah. Oh, I take it that's got full of holy water to baptisms.
It's a font.
Yeah.
It looks like a font.
Well,
But I
I'm
don't
just-
know whether they can take the lid off.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to pop in that room there. Yeah. You going to be alright here?
I'm just admiring the material. It's crazy to think I'm sitting in a building that's 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
And we've been to some amazing places.
Mm.
We've been to Rome, we've been to
Florence.
Basilica,
Yeah.
we've been to Firenze, Florence.
We went to
But this room,
what's the little place in Rome? Oh, where the Pope lives. Where is it?
it's not a little place,
No,
the
but
Vatican.
yeah, but it's only it's a little another country, isn't it?
Basilica, the
Yeah,
Vatican.
Vatican. Yeah, we went there as well,
Yeah.
haven't we, years ago?
But they're all like outside, other
Yeah.
than the Basilica in the Vatican. But this is like still standing. You can tell it's had a lot of renovation.
Yeah.
Look, all the fresh.
I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up that far up.
You can tell the difference in the colour. But
Yeah.
they've looked after it well.
So I just went in there and there was a couple of people praying, so I felt a little bit awkward filming, so
Fine.
I just came straight out. So I've not shown that room
Yeah.
that well, but I want to go and light a candle. There's some down there as well.
We'll go and make a donation, light a candle,
Yeah.
and then go and see what the prices of the Gutenberg Museum
Yes.
are. Need to find out a little bit more information about that.
Yeah.
I believe it's where the first German Bible was printed.
Something like that. Someone told us that on the ship, didn't they? Right, come on then.
All of the names, I don't know if it's priest or archbishop, I don't know what they have here, but all of the names of everyone who's ever...
I didn't even notice that until you
Yeah.
pointed it out. Yeah, I'll zoom in. I might be able to zoom in. It might be too bright to show you, but I'll zoom in and see if it picks it up. Oh yeah, it will do, yeah.
Every single person.
Yeah. Is that who was in charge?
Well, like the priest or the bishop or the archbishop.
Will there be a reverend? Or is that...
I
No.
don't really know.
What was she?
So that kind lady said they're all bishops
So all those names that we filmed up earlier
from the last 900 years.
are bishops?
Yes.
Wow.
900 years worth of bishops.
Yeah.
Wow. That's mad. She couldn't speak a word of English. I can't speak a word of German, but we got there.
We got there in the end, yeah.
Bishops from 900 years, because before the 900 years they haven't got any
Records.
There's bits that are missing, so they've tried to fill it as much as possible.
But from 900 years onwards,
Yeah.
these are all the bishops that have run the church.
What I could understand is she went, if we put she went 1, 2, 3, 10. What she's basically saying is,
There's
if
gaps.
they had everyone,
Yeah.
it'd be everywhere.
Yeah, there's gaps.
Yeah.
They've got no records for or whatever.
And
I
she's
guess
a
if they're
volunteer.
that old, records get destroyed, don't they?
Not in the Roman Catholic
No.
Church.
Oh.
They date back.
So why is the
thousands
gaps
of years.
then?
Because of wars.
Yeah.
Because of.
So no one run it.
ownership.
No one run it in the gaps. It was just derelict, maybe, or
Well, imagine if like the French invaded or the Spanish invaded
Yeah.
and things like that. But there's gaps anyway.
yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, at least we know now they're bishops.
Yes.
Yeah. Not reverends, not priests, not vicars,
Not archbishops,
not
just
archbishops,
bishops.
just bishops.
Yes, she said a German word and I could understand. I went,
Yeah.
bishop. Yes.
Right. Can we go and light a candle?
Yes. So it's 50 cents to light a candle.
We put €1 in, didn't we? So
Yeah,
got
we've
two
actually bought the money out today.
So we've got 2 candles we can use, so I'll get one out for you,
Thank you.
and I'll have one for yourself. So that can be our space there. And I'll light my one first.
Happy birthday now.
So that one I've lit for all my family that are sadly not with us anymore, and Jessica's lit a candle for the family that's sadly not with her anymore.
And for Nat's birthday yesterday.
Yes, and Nat, for anyone that doesn't know, it was your stepmom, wasn't it?
Passed away last year.
Yeah,
And we shared the same
it was a
birthday.
year. It was a birthday yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah,
Still raw.
yeah.
There's a book. There's a book you can sign.
Can we go and do that as well?
Yeah.
We'll do that now. So this is a attendance book, I guess. You just write your name and where you're from, so they can just keep track of how many visitors and where the visitors come from. So as you can see, Jessica has written our name there, Jessica and Wayne Heather, England.
So the book we just signed over there was a book of remembrance for the last bishop of this beautiful cathedral. He sadly passed away. I don't know when he passed away.
Recently though, wasn't
But
it?
it was recently, so we've signed our names as a way of respect to say rest in peace. You can write whatever you want as long as it's short and sweet
And respectable.
and respectable,
Yeah.
and then they're going to give it to the family of the bishop. So we are going to show you what's down here next.
Yes, I've previously been down there. The door was locked, so you
Oh,
can't go
is
down
it?
there.
What is it?
It's just like another little praying area, but the
Okay.
doors are locked. But you can see through the glass, so we can take them down there and show them.
I
But
probably won't because the stairs are
Yeah.
a bit steep. And the last thing I need is to fall downstairs on a
Yeah.
1,000-year-old cathedral.
But we've practically done everything we can do. Now, Jessica went to the toilet a minute ago, just outside that door. Where is it? Just there. Yeah, just there. And she said there's a whole nice garden and bits, isn't there? So we're going to go up there now and show you that.
This reminds me of Harry Potter.
I think you've got to push.
This reminds me of Harry Potter, this hallway.
Does it?
I don't like that song.
Oh, wow.
Reminds me of Harry Potter.
I wouldn't have a clue. I just have to take your word for it.
Reminds me of Hogwarts.
Yeah, it looks locked, doesn't it, that side? We might be able to walk around though.
Naylor.
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 9 years old Naylor.
Friendly? She look friendly.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
German people are so friendly. Is it graves?
Possibly, yeah. I wouldn't know. I guess so. I don't know, but
Anything you see like this, where it's imprinted into the floor, there's a body.
burial, yeah. But what I'm saying is, yes, it's a shame you can't read them anymore, but it's a miracle that they're still intact, isn't it?
Some of them can just make out the right.
Yeah.
Like the kings and queens in UK, they're in the floor like this. You can see the person, and you can briefly make out the year.
Yeah.
And then the writing. This one. I don't know whether that's a year or a lot of this could be old Latin or old German writing.
Well, what we'll do, Jess, do you want to pop in there now and find out? And if we have to pay for it or whatever, and then we'll go and check out down there first, and then we'll come back.
This is what excites me. You don't know what's underneath. You don't know what crypts are underneath here. It could be anything. It could be treasure.
Yeah. Right, go and have a little mooch in there and find out.
So in true holiday Heathers fashion, it is
Holiday with the Heathers.
Holiday with the Heathers fashion. It says 4:30 and they close at 5 p.m. As you can see.
Yes. How much would it have cost?
€5.
€5. That's pretty good.
It's a museum all about the history of the cathedral.
Yeah.
And there's a shop. Do you want to have a look in the shop?
We can do on the way back. I just want to check out what's down there first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we can pay the €5 and have 30 minutes in there.
Not much point. If we had an hour in there, then I probably would have said yeah, but half hour it's going to be too rushed, isn't it?
True. The exit's amazing. Okay, thank you. So the exit is from the entrance and the exit.
Oh, so the museum that we just went in to inquire about, that was the entrance, and this is the exit.
From the looks of it, takes up this whole.
Yeah. So I think we're pretty much done now, aren't we? I think we're done.
So all of the bishops are in the Dom, and these are people of importance to the church.
What, that are buried on there?
Out here.
So that was an important person to the church, but he wasn't a bishop.
No.
Right.
They are inside.
Yeah.
They get the respect they deserve to be inside.
Yeah. So bishops who run the church are in the cathedral,
And other places
Yeah.
where they chose to be.
and the people that weren't the bishops but held an important role in the buried here.
Yes.
Yeah.
In these
Yeah.
tombs.
Right. I think we're done here now, aren't we? So did you go to the toilet?
Yes.
Right. So now we can make a way out and go
We've got
to
that exit.
yeah and check out the museum, don't you?
I think that'll be closed.
You think
We can
so?
Get the prices.
Well, we can look for a tourist information centre as well, can't we? So if there's anything else like a park, we can look around or something. I don't know.
So we've just exited the Dom Cathedral here in MAINZ. It was absolutely beautiful.
Stunning. It's probably up there with the best cathedral that I've visited. It was absolutely huge.
Better than Florence?
I don't know.
In different ways.
I would say it's better because it's more recent, whereas the France one I can't remember too much of it
It's a
now.
while ago, before we even started
Yeah, it was
vlogging.
way back. What?
At least 6-7 years
Yeah.
ago.
So for anyone that's new here, we're not religious. Well, I'm not religious in any sense of the stretch. I just enjoy visiting churches and cathedrals and just looking at the history and the architect and everything. So architecture. So don't think this is like a vlog to try and convert anyone. I'm not religious in any shape or
No,
form.
it's
I just enjoy old churches and buildings and
His
stuff.
church is Old Trafford.
Yes, that's true. You are, on the other hand, are religious, aren't you? But you don't practice anything, do you?
I don't practice, I don't pray like I used to. I feel because I sung in the choir for so many years, I've given enough.
Yeah.
And we got married in a church.
Yes,
in England, Church of England.
Like I said, I'm not religious in any shape or form, but if I ever got married, I'd want it to be in a church, and luckily
we did,
didn't we?
And that was the church your parents got married in.
It was the church my parents got married in as well. Yes. Anyway, right, so we digress. The plan now is just what? I
want to go and have a look at the, let me just check, because I don't want to pronounce it wrong. I'm just going to go and see what it is about. It is called the Gutenberg Museum.
Yeah.
And the Gutenberg Museum is a clear picture of how books were produced over 500 years ago, as well as seeing an old original Gutenberg Bible and other printed works from this period.
Right, so and that's just across there, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, the building's beautiful. We're going to go across this square and see how much it is to enter. We wouldn't have had enough time to go to the museums anyway, because we only docked in the port
at 3
p.m. and we've got to be back on board probably around 7.
Well, it says 8:30, but we want to be back on board before that.
For dinner,
yeah. So should we go have a look then?
Yeah. Holiday with the House Fashion, it closes at 5.
We've got a half hour. Is it free?
15 minutes.
Ah, okay. Well, do you want to go and find out if it's free anyway, just so we can tell people? We might not be able to go in, which is sad, but at least we can tell people the prices.
So they are closed, they're not taking any more entrants, but it is the home to the Gutenberg Bible, which is the original German Bible, and the prices are €5 for an adult, €3 for elderly, students and military, and €2 for anyone under the ages of 8 to 18 and people with disabilities, or they say handicapped over here, but obviously we say disabilities. €3. €2.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
€3.
Yeah.
So I'll say that again. Adults €5, elderly, students 3,
and military.
I believe she said military, but just check that. And people under the age of 18 to the age of 8 are €2, and people with disability €3.
And I'm sure there's a website that you can put their website along the screen or at the bottom, can't you?
The website is www.gutenberg/druckladen.de.
Two McFlurries, please. Yeah, I'm going to call you. I just want a baby one.
One of those? McSunday?
No, scroll up.
No?
Scroll up. I'll just have a €2 McSunday original. I just want one of them, that's fine. I'm boring when it comes to ice cream.
In a reusable?
No, I'm not bothered.
Sauce?
I'll have no sauce, I'm fine. That'll do for me. Yep. Thank you. What's funny?
Nothing. If we were in the UK
and
they said they didn't have any chocolate ice cream, I'd be like fuming. The men are just so pretty.
So you just gazed into his eyes and was
like,
accepted.
It's broken. I was like, okay, like my heart. You're like that though. You said the German women are beautiful.
Some of them are, yeah.
You're like that.
Right, cheers anyway. So you've had to get...
I've got the same with chocolate sauce.
Yeah, so cheers. And this was €4, wasn't it? Yeah, €2 each. Right, I can't believe we've come all the way to Germany.
Gilbert's followed me.
That's a pigeon. Yeah.
Well, same thing.
I can't believe that we've come all the way to Germany just to get a McDonald's.
Yeah, but it's cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap and it's ice cream. How pretty was those? Beautiful. Oh, there's a cool water feature over here. So we've just left McDonald's and had a little trundle a bit further up the street.
Trundle?
Trundle, yeah. Well, we don't walk, we trundle, don't we? Especially with that cruise food on us, anyway.
Sludge.
Yeah. So we've just shown you this very cool water feature, fountain, and it is called...
It's called that, and it's made up of 200 figures.
It's called Fashnachtbrunnen. Now, obviously my pronunciation is probably not right, but any history on it?
Yep. It's a fountain comprised of 200 whimsical bronze figures that celebrates the festive carnival season.
Oh, okay. Well, that's quite cool, so we thought we'd show you. We've just seen this cafe called Extra Blatt. We think we're going to go in there for a tea, aren't we? Yep. So, let's go. So as you can see, we're at the Cafe Extra Blatt. Now this menu is massive. It's like a broadsheet newspaper. I'm not going to film it because it is huge. There's about 4 or 5 pages full of food and drink and wines and whatever. But it's all in German, so it's going to be pointless me recording this. But there is a sticker just there. So if you pause the screen now, you can scan the QR code and get the full menu in English.
So if you go to the back page, I can tell you what the prices are.
Yeah.
So if you go to the drinks.
Yeah, we just want a cup of tea, don't we?
Yeah. The drinks are... There.
Yeah, cafe to go.
So if I confirm it, you've got tea, and they do black tea. How much is that?
$3.50.
$3.50.
So as you can see, they do tea for $3.50. Are you going to get a tea as well?
Drink of Fanta is
$3.50. So we're going to get a Fanta and a, where are we? A tea, yeah?
Yeah.
So it'd be about... No, I'm not going to get anything to eat. No. So it'd be about €7, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. Oh yeah. Enjoy. So as you can see, Jessica has finished her Fanta. The chips were demolished minutes ago. And I finished my tea. And the receipt, as you can see, the tea was $3.50, the Fanta was $3.50, and the pommes frites were $5.45. So in total, that was €12.45. Now, how much was that in English?
£10.53.
£10.53. Yeah. So what's the plan now?
Back to the ship.
Yeah, I just want to get a shot of the trams going past because it looks good on the vlog. Yeah. And then we'll make way to the boat. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
That's all right. You're welcome. Or Mitten, or whatever it is. Bitten.
Yeah. So that is the end of our day trip here in MAINZ, or MAINZ. It's been absolutely wonderful. We've just finished our day with a lovely cup of tea and a Fanta and some pommes over there in Cafe Extra
Black. Extra black.
But we did want to say one thing. About an hour ago we found out that this happened. There are 3,000 of you lovely people in our holiday with the Heathers family, so thank you so much. We can't thank you guys enough. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have these amazing opportunities. And yes, we are able to go and travel the world and enjoy ourselves, but I am an aspiring travel writer, and as someone with disabilities it's hard to get employment, so being able to be self-employed, and because of you guys that's become a reality, and thank you for that. I'm earning a little bit of money here, there and everywhere, and I get to travel the world and review amazing places. So thank you so much for all of these amazing opportunities that you guys have brought to us, and we hope we can continue bringing you good content. We think it's good. Well, I think it's fantastic. Is there anything else you want to say?
Not really.
Thank you.
I think you covered everything. Just thank you very much for...
He got his tram video as well, as you've just seen.
Thank you everyone for watching, subscribing. Even if you don't subscribe, you're still watching and you're still helping us out. So don't feel pressured. If you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to. Obviously it helps us out with numbers, but if you're watching, we still are getting paid for it, aren't we?
Yeah.
So that brings an end to our flying visit here in MAINZ, or MAINZ. We've had a lovely day. We're sorry that we couldn't film loads of stuff, that we only had a short time here anyway, didn't we? By the time we got here, we only like 4 hours here before we have to get back on board to have some dinner. What's that?
Welcome to MAINZ with a map.
Oh yeah. And there's a English. Oh, I could maybe let people read that so they know a bit about MAINZ, couldn't they? Right. Bye MAINZ. Yeah, if you say goodbye to MAINZ. You might have to just press the button. Scan your card, yeah, and then press the button.
Yes, please. Hey, Josh.
Welcome back, Jessica.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow I will change now. Yeah. Just give me a minute, then I can change for the tomorrow, yeah? Okay.
Oh, Jess, I'm just going to record the sheet. Yeah. It is now time for dinner.
We're going for a casual night tonight.
Yes,
I've literally just put jeans on.
Yeah, dinner at the riverside.
Yes.
Thank you. Just us? Yeah, I'll sit in there, yeah.
No, so can I sit there?
Oh yeah, you can sit in there, yeah. Thank you very much.
Not really. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that looks lovely. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How did we have a good day today? Oh, wonderful. That's very good to hear. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's event. This is called Make a Wish. The whole, was?
Oder auch wünsch dir was.
Oder auch wünsch dir was. Here is the idea. Tonight you are in control of the music. And then also, don't worry, Andrea will be here to translate, so hang on one second. Tonight, you are in control of the music. If you want to hear a Schlager, your wish is granted. If you want to hear Zorba and Sirtaki or Haba Nagila, you shall hear Haba Nagila. If you want to hear some I am a cider drinker, wish granted. If you want to hear salsa, cha-cha, flamenco, one moment please, thank you. And then wish will be granted. And here is the whole idea. Andrea and I will come around to every table and we will ask you what song you would like to hear. Please give us the name of the song and the artist, and during the night you will most definitely hear your tune. And if I may, I'll just come around at the show. Here is our list. We will be around to you momentarily. And now I will pass the mic to Andrea to translate.
Auch nochmal von meiner Seite einen wunderschönen guten Abend, liebe Gäste. Heute Abend, vielleicht haben Sie es auch verstanden gerade.
So as you can see, we've made it back onto the cabin. The time is 12:30. So much for an early night. Jessica said this morning off cam that she wanted an early night. That hasn't happened. So when we got back on the ship after being in MAINZ or MAINZ, apologies again if we didn't show you too much of the city. Again, we only pulled into the dock around about 3. We didn't get off the ship till about 3:20. And we had to be back on board by 8:30, but obviously we wanted dinner on board, so we had to come back a lot earlier. So we was only off the ship for about 2-3 hours, so we didn't show you too much. And obviously by the time we got off the ship, walked to these destinations, the majority of them were closed because it was 5 o'clock. So we do apologise for that. That was something that was beyond our control, but we hope you enjoyed what we did show you. So got back on board, had a quick freshen up, went down for dinner in the Riverside restaurant, which was delicious. We had chicken, we had Caesar salad and a berry cobbler, which was delicious. Every meal we've had on board so far has been absolutely delicious. And then this evening's sort of entertainment was Make a Wish. Now I did film a little bit of it, but if it didn't pick up, the camera didn't pick it up. It was everyone in the room could pick one of their favourite songs, and then Matt and Andrea would put it on through the speakers so people can get up and have a dance and a sing along. And it was quite a nice night, I must admit. It was really good actually. And then at the end of the night, when everyone went to bed, the team and Jessica and I sat down. It was Matt, Andrea and Lisa, Jessica and I. We all sat down and had a nice little, just a nice catch up. It was lovely actually, with some drinks, a laugh and a joke. It was really nice, to be honest. And then before we know it, it was 11:58 or something, and we thought, well, we better make one more drink last, get one more drink in, and then we better go to bed. So we trundled down to the cabin about 2-3 minutes ago. Jessica's just jumped in the shower, so she won't be on cam. Once I put the camera down, I'm going to go next door to Viva Bistro and make myself a brew, because I need a brew before getting in bed. I've had a couple of beers tonight, so I need a cup of tea or something before going to bed. Tomorrow morning we're up fairly early. We're up for breakfast, and then I believe around 10 AM Jessica has got a wellness massage or something like that, and then when she's finished at 11:15 I've got a head, neck and shoulders. I did want my back, but I do have a dodgy back and I don't want them to manipulate it and it causes me pain, and then I'm walking around with a dodgy back. So that's the plan, and then we should pull into, now I need to ask Jess this, she's just come out of the shower so I can't put you on cam. Is it Mannheim? Mannheim. Yeah.
Then Speer.
So Mannheim and Speer, so we stop within 2 destinations, is that right?
We're not getting off in Mannheim, we're just sailing through it.
Okay.
And then we get off at Mannheim about lunchtime.
So you just said we're not getting off in Mannheim?
Sorry, we go through
Mannheim
from about 3 AM till like middle of the day, and then we go straight to Speer.
So we're getting off in Speer?
About lunchtime.
About lunchtime, yeah. So we're going to Speer. Now we have done some research. Apparently there's a I can't remember now, it's a museum of technology or something like that, and we've looked into it and it looks right up our street. Now whether we'll go or not I don't know, because I'm not sure about the times.
It's about £18.
Is it about £18? So that'd probably be about what, 22, 23 euros?
Yeah, each.
Something like that maybe. We'll look into it when we get there. So that's the plan for tomorrow, and then obviously I do believe there might be line dancing on tomorrow night and also the not the World Cup, the Euros 2024 kickoff with Germany and Scotland, so that's going to be shown in the lounge at some point tomorrow night. You might have noticed all the flags and the football decorations that are all been put out, so that's going to be on tomorrow, so we're going to definitely watch that. Now obviously we're not a German fan and we're not a Scottish fan, but because it's the big opening ceremony it's going to be brilliant, so we're going to watch that in the lounge as well. But other than that, I don't know what else is planned. So on that note, we're going to bed because we're very tired. It's been a long day. We haven't done too much, but it's still been a long day. So on that note, good night everyone, and we'll see you next week for you. Night.
Do you miss me at all? Do you think about the things we used to do?